Welcome to this episode of Toysbackzen. Today we're going to be taking an in-depth look and comparison with the Silver Pads Grand Slam, which came with the Jump or the Jet Pack. As a child of the 80s, I was into G.I. Joe right from the beginning in 1982. This is the Silver Pads Grand Slam. This was available only for 1 year with the Jump. This is a very rare figure to find in this condition loose. Not only was it only available for 1 year in 1983, but it was only available in the silver in 1 year with the Jet Pack. The silver on the pads were really easily worn off, and it's really hard to find it. I found this figure about 20 years ago, and I was really lucky to find it for $30 at this price. And of course, I didn't get it with the Jet Pack. I actually got the Jet Pack separately, which also was released in 1982. Now, in 1982, the Jet Pack was only released by itself and then released again with the Silver Pads Grand Slam. Now, the Silver Pads Grand Slam, really his name on the file card is just Grand Slam. But Grand Slam was his code name, but his title was Laser Jetpack Soldier. Now, Laser Jetpack Soldier or Grand Slam came in 1983, not just in silver, but also with the red pads. Everything pretty much the same, but just the figure, red pads, and the visor. Let's compare this figure with other figures in that timeline. So Grand Slam was also available in the red pads version, which you can see here. I have the 1983 Flash, has the exact same mold for the body, just a different head. On the red pads version's file card, he was called the Laser Artillery Soldier, and on the Silver Pads version of his file card, his Qualified Expertise Jump Jetpack was added. But also in 1982, we had Grunt and Zap, and you'll see that they all, except for Flash, they all share the same mold for the head. These two figures had the straight arm version, along with Flash, and along with the red pads Grand Slam in 1982. There is a third figure that was released in 1983 with the swivel arm battle grip, and that figure was also just Grunt. But he shares the same body and head as the original Grunt, and the same head as the Silver Pads Grand Slam, but in the tan color. He was the Falcon pilot, also known as the Attack Glider. Let's take a closer look at this figure. He has the Silver Pads paint apps, the black gloves, a helmet, and a clear visor. You can see the copyright on the back. I feel like I was very fortunate to get this figure for $30. On the market today, you will see it for quite a bit of money. Even his arms and legs, I don't think have really been moved that much. They're super tight. The swivel arm works really well. Of course, you can see that he has the O-ring in there. There's a little bit of a mark on his chest, but other than that, it's pretty mint. Even his legs are really tight. Let's take a closer look at these four figures before we look at the Jump. As you can see, they all look exactly the same. And as a child, I don't recall ever thinking that these figures looked the same. To me, they all had their own personalities, their own jobs in the army. fighting Cobra, and I don't ever remember them looking the same. Let's take a look at the Jet Mobile Propulsion Unit, better known as the Jump. This is the USA version. Although I live in Canada, I probably had a Canadian version when I was a kid. I got it at Sears. It has a titanium launch pad and a magnesium frame. It has 4 hydraulic support legs. Has a command console, laser blaster with a power cord, a jetpack. The jetpack just plugs into the command console just like that. And you can see with that little plug there, the little tab, you can also plug it into the back of any G.I. Joe, and it just plugs right into Grand Slam just like that. There's also a foot peg for the figure, and he can just fit on there. Do that very gently. And the command console will just plug in anywhere on the side of the launch pad. Now, the laser blaster can be put into the command console, or you can plug the cord into the back of the jetpack, which is also plugged into the laser blaster, and it just fits into his hand. And of course, I'm going to do this for you, but I'm going to do it very gently. I don't want to break his thumbs, and I don't want to break the gun or the power cable either. I'm going to do this off camera, and then I'll show you what it looks like. His visor will move up and goes down. And you can see that my jetpack doesn't have any stickers on the back, whether somebody took the stickers off, or perhaps this is Starduster's jetpack. Starduster is a figure that was released, and he is completely different than Grand Slam. His jetpack didn't come with any stickers that you could apply to it. So whether this is a Starduster's jetpack, I'm not sure. I got this whole Jump assembly all in different times to complete it. Now, mentioning Starduster, here's a 2008 Starduster release 3-pack. The vintage figure was released in 1988, and even though he has a helmet repaint and visor repaint on the 88 version, he did have a jetpack that looked really similar to Grand Slam's jetpack, or the Jump jetpack. Here's a 2008 version here. You can see him, the artwork in the back. This is a really cool 3-pack. But you can see that he also comes with an original looking jetpack and blaster, but there is some paint apps on it. You can see on the blaster there, he does have some paint apps. So I just thought I would show you that, because I don't have an original Starduster. He's really hard to find, but he's a really cool figure. I buy my figures not as an investment so much as just the fact that I love toys and I love collecting, and I've been doing it for a long time. And the problem with this figure is it would be really easy to put other figures together and then to paint the pads silver to copy this figure and sell it as an original. So I would be advised to, if you're going to buy this figure, make sure you get him. If you can tell that his olive drab uniform is a kind of a darker green than the rest of them, and that will be one way for you to be able to tell the difference between a fake and an original. But if you just wanted to experiment and kind of make your own, you could do that. You could take a Flash and a Grunt head, put them together, and the you go, even though these figures are quite desirable these days too. So thanks for watching this comparison and review of SilverPad's Grand Slam. If you enjoyed this video, please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell for more videos. I have quite a library of videos that you could watch, and I've only been doing videos for just over a year now, and I appreciate all of the subscribers. So thanks for watching. See you later.